I had to drive 30 minutes away from to another theater, because I couldn't go to my other one because my other one didn't have an IMAX, and you only could get a specific thing from a IMAX theater. Yeah, I thought I was gonna get a statue. Apparently, they didn't put it on there that it's gonna be a action figure, basically. Yeah. It's still kind of cool. Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin, and Spider-Man: Far From Home is starring Tom Holland. This is a story about Peter Parker dealing with the death of Tony Stark, and he just wants to get away from being a hero and wants just to go on a field trip and just try to woo MJ. So. Okay, so Spider-Man: Far From Home. It's it's good, and there was stuff that I wasn't expecting as well. If you guys really didn't know the character of Mysterio, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the trailers show him off as a hero. In the comics, he's the villain, and in the comics he's a villain. So, and the way that he is portrayed in this movie. If you guys have no knowledge to the comics, you will have a good time with this movie. But if you do know Mysterio as a villain, you're gonna be somewhat disappointed. It's really hard not to spoil anything, and I'm gonna do a spoiler review. I wasn't planning to, but I'm going to, and it's gonna be a lot shorter review, or maybe longer. I have no idea. But so, yeah, so. There's like these things going around the world, destroying places, and Peter doesn't want to help. He does want to help, but he just wants to be with MJ, and he just doesn't care about anything. And what affects him the most is Tony's death. And so throughout this whole film, he's trying to deal with that death and move on. And it's really hard for him because Tony was basically a father figure to him, and he lost him like he did with Uncle Ben and all that. And it was probably the most heartbreaking thing that ever happened to him, because Tony Stark basically is the biggest part, like literally is the biggest part of his life, and without Tony, he wouldn't be where he was, basically. So, and it's having people throughout the whole entire film asking him, "Are you going to be the new Iron Man?" It kind of hurt, like makes him upset, and he doesn't want to become the new Iron Man because he feels like he won't be able to fit into Tony's shoe. So, yeah, and you know what? I like this movie. It's funny, but it feels like it tries to be too funny. It's trying to get away from like how dark Endgame was, like, because that movie, although that movie did have jokes, but it was darker. So it was trying. It felt like the way of Ant-Man and the Wasp was, where it was just a big joke where the story hardly had anything, and the story for this was just like, ugh. They felt like they don't know what to do. So, and you could have done a lot of things. And the way that this being the end of Phase 3 is, it doesn't need to be. This could have been the start of Phase 4. It might not have been a great start, but at least it would give you a couple more years to figure out, one more year to figure out how to come up with a good story. But I guess you kind of need it to set up Phase 4. But at the same time, we still don't know what's gonna happen in Phase 4. We might have a little bit of what's going on in Phase 4, but the way I would rather had it with Endgame being the last Phase 3 movie, because then we will be still asking questions, but at the end of that we had a lot more questions than the end of this. But the way they ended, I actually like, because now they can't repeat some of the same stuff, which is what happened with the other Spider-Man movies, which I'm kind of happy about that they finally did, because they happened in the comics. And so, and yeah, it's not as good as Far From Home. It's really not. Far From Home had better jokes, and it had actually a story that you are interested in. And the story in here, you're just like, oh, all right, cool. That's cool. That's what mostly this movie is. It's just cool, like cool set pieces just happening, and it doesn't amaze you. Not like Endgame amazed you, but you're impressed by it. It's just, you just don't care at the same time, because you can predict some of the stuff that's going to happen in the movie. So yeah, I don't know what else to say without spoiling anything. Honestly, the best parts of the film, honestly, I do like the action scenes, but my favorite part of this film is the character moments where we have Peter and MJ talking and all, and just like getting to like know these other new characters that are coming into the MCU, and just seeing Peter deal with Tony Stark's death was honestly the best part of this movie. It's not as good as as Homecoming. I'm happy that Phase 4 will be coming out on my birthday, because that's when Black Panther is apparently supposed to come out, is May 1st, which that's going to be exciting. So yeah, so that's basically my review on Spider-Man Far From Home. So I'm sorry if I got a little late to this. I was gone for a week, and it came out on a Tuesday, which I had no idea about. So yeah, I'm glad that I got to see this. It's probably not gonna be in my top 5 Marvel movies. Probably my top 10. I don't know. It's pretty low. How many Marvel movies are there? Like 24 now? So yeah, there's a lot. If you guys want to see me do a rating of Marvel movies, let me know. So I'm gonna give Spider-Man Far From Home a B+. It's alright film. I do recommend going to see it. It's not as good as Spider-Man Spider-Man Homecoming, but it is definitely better than those two back there. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye guys.